high ground, kind of end the game here by VG. What they're thinking about the
Crazy holding their little high ground side position, not looking at high ground inside their own base. Number 3, we'll see if we'll be living evil or going crazy on this one. Evil Geniuses have a pretty damn solid draft. Go crazy. It's on them to kind of amount to a stronger early game. You know, fight over bounties. Keep this Alchemist in check and don't really let him swell up into the mighty beast we've seen from time and time again.
I think what EG can do is potentially just 5-man a rune. They can get 2 runes for sure.
Definitely 4-manning bottom at least, so yeah, that might be the play.
Crazy is kind of similar to.
Scouting things out. Freeze for now. Looks like they see Bulba approaching high ground on one side. Crazy side to defend this.
They are 5-manning it.
Ryoya over 2. Crazy gonna send both Kezu and Moon up there. Is Moon gonna come back to the other side? Yeah, they scout. They see nobody up top, but I don't think there's any chance Moon's gonna make it over there. Is he? It's 25 seconds. See a 4-on-5 throwdown?
They might actually do an aggro for me as well. Alka's going top.
Alright, but it may leave a 4-on-4 here down bottom. Oh no, EG. Step away, let them get that single bounty.
Nice play there by denying 1 rune. Well, Alk didn't even get his Greevils, he got the acid spray. I think he just really wanted to make sure win his lane. I think maybe accepting. I think if he was able to get 2 runes, he would have got the greed. But getting 1 rune, it's not really worth it because he's gonna lose this lane. He wants to make sure that Arteezy is the type of player that's like very like he prioritizes on winning. Great player.
Fly taking the long trip up to that top lane to join RTZ's side on the Alchemist here. The mid lane Ryoya matching up against Trials Invoker. The block was pretty split both sides. Ryoya just kind of inching in a couple of CS early on this one.
Fly actually got Holy Persuasion first. He's gonna be able to take some summon here.
Takes the Treant for himself. Treant become permanent now? No, it doesn't.
No matter what you steal from summon targets, it has a timer on it.
Shows how much I play Chen. Torrent? Trial actually walks up to that one. See a little delay. Allows Ryoya to get that last hit in. Snipes some denies. More last hits. Damn.
Last game of the day here, Dakota. We can't miss her split.
Help me out here, brother. Gotta keep the peripherals on lock. What do you think if you had to wager where first blood is going to happen? There's a first blood. Where is it going down?
One of the side lanes for sure.
That's a fair wager.
That's 66% chance down.
Yeah, nice.
Go with bottom. I think bottom in favor of Crazy. Like, okay, regardless, I feel Crazy will get first.
Okay, I like that. But that's a 50-50 chance.
I think the priority would be bottom. Here, mid lane.
What are you doing? Don't do that to me.
Going crazy.
Gotta go crazy. Can't fake it either. Trial's able to get the salve off. Flexes that early bit of regen. Gets himself back in order, but I mean, look at the Kunkka. 14 and 5. Oh, are you serious now? Torrent, Ryoya?
He's actually out of mana. That's full step.
The salve's gonna be there.
Might have been a kill there.
Walks in, slaps him with the cleave. Lets him know, I'm still living on. I'm gonna be fine. Man, that mid lane definitely getting a bit feisty here, more than obviously we anticipated.
Arteezy missed up a little bit here, Moon. Going for potential killer on top.
Tag team. Running him down. Good shard block. Moon Meander locks him in, and they get the finish. He hands it off to Kezu to pick it up, and that's going to be your first blood. That tag team, man.
both of their side lanes. They have a lot of kill threat with Troll, Warlord, and Grim. Scars just have. That was good by Moon, what he did though. He just like very patient. He was just camping and hiding in fog, and the moment like Arteezy misstepped and he ran out of the trees, trapped him. He just ran from the lane, then Arteezy. You understand, like, I don't want to play on this side anymore. Just hiding in fog the whole time.
Don't worry, Demon, we caught the first blood, so pressure's off now. Miss everything, moving forward.
Like, I understand it's the last game of the day and all, but, you know.
20 CS for the troll in the bottom lane is looking pretty nice, but Bulb is still getting a lot of CS himself, fully working on the tower, both getting their own in that bottom lane. Ryoya inching ahead a little bit, maybe tip his way as far as the advantage, and top lane with Crazy getting the first blood is pretty nice. R2 are still managed to scrap together CS. Really hard to gauge who's scoring big in the laning phase right now.
I think, no matter what, it's like, I feel like Crazy feels like they're going to be playing on a timer when it comes to like this mid game. If Alchemist is even just doing average in the game, he's doing, you know, he's top of the network, right? We're almost there. Mid lane is...
Yeah, Bri was able to grab that regen and dished out everything he had onto Ryoya, who's now stuck waiting for more regen to come his way.
It's like the saddest part about this like mid matchup, this one regen, like, you know, all the brawls of the... Oh,
yeah, don't get too greedy now. Gets caught with a cold snap. One more right click. Oh my god, no, he calculated. He's like, it's fine. I will uke him out of that last hit. It'll be fine.
I'm surprised Brile didn't chase that. His tornado was up in like 2 seconds.
It's up now. Is he trying to snipe a potential salve instead? No, the salve will be there. And he's not even going to try to throw the tornado, it looks like. See a rotation here towards the mid lane. Crit showed up.
Stacking and securing the bounties in there. Moon trying to make a rotation here.
Another third. Yeah, it looked like they were trying to body block him a little bit, but they were pulling the tree out away from the scary acid spray.
It's actually pretty nice, this Chen. He's just able to like right click down the tree ends with the acid and then healing the other one.
And there comes Moon, unleashing mighty right click. Look how much damage it is. Oh my goodness. This isn't not like even a Blightstone nature prophet or anything like that. This is all tag team. Now Fly will be able to keep right clicking down Moon, you know, under that acid spray a bit and get the return kill, but that is 2 takedowns of your Alchemist.
He was able to buy it. No, he's left over. Thought he bought his items before. Ryoya is level 6 now, but you know, not very healthy, and he never buys bottle. But in this situation, like, he's kind of adapting to, you know, this invoker where he's always running out of mana, so he's opting for this bottle.
Trouble top, Fly getting jumped by Moon. One more right click could do it. Gets it done. Now Moon in a bit of trouble though. He eats a lot of damage on that acid spray, so both him and KheZu actually had to bail out from the lane on Arteezy's return. So I guess R2 were able to kind of break back even after the previous kill.
He definitely feels a lot better. That's a very good trade for Alchemist.
Mid,
got, like,
EMP. Sorry, we have trouble in Paradise as Ryoya, the Kunkka, trying to run out. Rotation in from KheZu, hits him with the Sprout. He eats the Fairy Fire. He dishes out the boat. He takes a swig of the mighty rum to survive. Pops the salve. Oh my god, this man's making it away. To the high ground he goes, and out towards his friends. KheZu eating lots of right kicks and stole the little Treant who's chasing him down. They have to retreat.
About the heal amplification from his bottle because of the gem there as well.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That did look like an unusual amount of heal.
Now our tour is like very happy. All these stacks in the jungle. Meander, you know, reading the map pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one's top. Take the outpost so someone can TP to it. But as he finishes, there's already a TP on the way.
It's good. Really good that if he didn't do that, then this Tusker would have been able to like disrupt this Alchemist's farm.
I like that move. Leaves the lane open for Brile though at the mid for the time being, forcing the attention and rotation from Ryoya out. Fly also a part of this top lane mix still. Leaves Bulba way down south. We haven't been able to check on little Bulba down here. How he's doing on this Legion Commander. Like 37-4 to match up against Skeeter, who is 46-5 on the Troll.
Now I'm understanding this Shadow Demon pick stack, and to help accelerate this.
Yeah, the stack game on Shadow Demon is actually insane. He just does it again easily. Just throw one little poison from afar.
He missed the medium.
I mean, if he really was being nerd sweaty, he'd probably watch the YouTube videos on how to stack all the camps with the poison ticks.
Double stack it. Oh yeah, that one's actually that's like stacking 4 camps.
Yeah.
3 camps should be relatively easy. 4 is like the nerdy part.
Nerdy stuff. But, I wouldn't put past Crit. I know he's sweating those YouTube videos at night.
I don't know about Crit, but
really?
why? For sure.
That would make sense. This guy's pulling out boneless scratch. I'm sure he's checking YouTube.
Forget about their coach too, man. Ubu, man.
Right. Has Dubu been in the lobbies? I don't think I've seen the lobbies. Must be just watching the tapes, you know. One of those kind of coaches. Well, bit of a pause here as we get underway. Tomorrow, this is our last game of the day. Long day, 2 full best of 3s here. But tomorrow we are going to be back at it again. We go to the lower bracket, where we'll get to see Thunder Predator yet again as they will face off against Business Associates. And then Cloud9, who are on their dark horse run back, you know, losing every series possible until they face EG, and then EG gives them the juice, kind of like Space Jam style, and now suddenly Cloud9 are winning every game. And we'll see if they can kind of continue that run all the way through the lower bracket in the Pro Series here.
On here, so I mean, soaking up the XP top. Even if he dies up here, he's like, doesn't matter too much because he's almost actually level 6 already, you know, soaking up all this XP.
Yeah.
It's like 8.5 minutes. He's pretty much level 6. The Shadow Demon's like level 5. They have so many levels on their ports.
It's nice that they could step away from the lane and just...
Grimshook's level 6.5. How did that happen?
Wait, Ali was he in this top lane?
No, he was bottom laning with Troll. They're both level 6
I think he must have just done a lot of side pulls, took all the creeps to the camps and farmed it by himself and left mostly Skeeter to the lane. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Support's getting to level 6 before 10 minutes. It's always pretty nice.
It's at 8 minutes.
I know.
He's level 6.5. He's almost level 7. But the thing is, it's like neutrals don't give that much EXP. Problem. That's why I'm trying to understand.
Sounds like you gotta check the tape.
Gotta check the tape.
Gotta check the tape. Figure out how this guy got so much ridiculous XP. Looks like they might be able to burst down Fly just before he gets. Oh, we got to level 6. He serves his purpose in the lane, getting up the solo XP.
Mid lane is kind of sad right now. Ryoya, he had a pretty rough laning start. That regen really changed the matchup entirely. The matchup was like fairly even. The moment he kind of got regen, the Broker just started snowballing. He's making a play towards bottom now with Legion.
Got duel, got boat.
Chen's TPing over. Maybe he'll.
Chen's coming.
Shadow Demon wants to pressure his mid.
His is pushing out this top lane and is near finishing this tier 1. If they make a jump on bottom lane, he could TP down there though. Could even fire off the ulti from here and then get in on bottom. So if EG want to get something done down here, they gotta do it fast.
Oh, Ryoya misclicked. He double clicked X on himself.
I was gonna say I heard an X, but I don't see it. And that's a bit awkward. Hand of God has to come out, chases on for the troll, and there's Kezu and immediately gets put into the ball. But Bryle able to get the catch onto Fly. Obviously, a gank for EG that didn't go as expected.
So EG did secure both outposts. Shadow Demon's picking up the tome now. He's gonna level 8 from that.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Lose Kezu's courier. Did some creeps. But you said they got both outposts?
Yeah, EG secured both outposts.
Damn.
We weren't able to get crazy.
So that is a nice chunk of XP going the way of EG. You already mentioned how these supports are pretty leveled up.
Tour just needs like a couple more minutes, and the moment they kind of finish this Radiance, they're gonna feel like really good. A lot of pauses here.
Guys, what's going on? The routing? Not great for everybody, obviously, given the situation. Everybody's sitting at home trying to fiend their streams of choice.
Even though this Vessel is going to be really nice for the game, like, that's why they have this hero like Legion, be able to dispel it anytime. Shadow Demon for this. Making a smoke play towards jungle now. I'm crazy. Kick Alchemist out.
Smoke pops. Will settle for mid lane. Jump on the Bulba. Line nearby. There as well. Able to do some disruption. It's a nice save. Kezu looks to fire down onto Crit where possible, but Crit is running out the other side while Bulba helps him out. Moon moves in. Here comes the boat though. Ryoya coming to play. Big shark bite. Moon pops the wand, looks to run, gets a nice shard block, and runs down the staircase and makes it away.
Fortunate from the EMP actually drained the Centaur's mana there. Didn't have any mana to follow up. Boat. Peter is farming, but you know, Artur's on top of the net worth, and that whole time, a minute later, he just up by another 1,000 away from Relic now. Not having much pressure.
I mean, can Troll go toe-to-toe with Alchemist being lower net worth at any point with a certain way he itemizes, or is Alchemist always going to win that fight as long as he's out on top?
No, Troll is a much better carry than Alchemist, but usually Alchemist is like 5k, 4 to 5k net worth higher, so you know, when you're fighting with like an item or two more, then of course, you know, it's favored. But if Troll's able to finish like his SNY plus like one more item, then he can definitely stand toe-to-toe with Alchemist.
The problem is it's not always going to be a one-on-one, I imagine, and EG have a plethora of defensive help available to them that we talked about in the draft.
Yeah, so they have the thing where they're able to buff this Alchemist so much with heals, attack speed amplification, saves, and like damage buffs, right?
Yeah.
And this Troll is gonna go in. His only buff, it's nice, which is the tag team. So he'll be dishing out an extra like 100 damage per hit. But aside from that, they don't really have a save for him. Bulba's priority, like if he just duels this Troll before he gets his battle trance off, then you know he'll always just die in the fight.
They're looking to finish out this tier 1 bottom lane. Ryoya standing on top of his ward, scouting of any possible rotation, but he has now been spotted and quickly jumped and finished. Troll committing the ult right away to burst down that Kunkka. EG hightail it the hell out of there if possible. Bulba may be caught. No, not hit with the stroke.
What they're doing? Oh. TP's towards top on the up.
Yeah. Shows up in the Ghost Walk. Artur's like, I'm out of here. I don't want to around this. I want to farm. That's what I do.
I don't want to be part of this.
You guys are good. You handle it as a foursome. I'll get you guys later. Pressure still continues from Crazy on the bottom. But they're not able to cross the line and do any work on that tier 1 tower for the time being. Bryle's still in the Ghost Walk. Been out a bit.
I mean, she's very good in the aspect of making space for this Alchemist. You know, they don't want to just sit on top of Alchemist, camping wards and securing his farm. They want to be able to be active on the map, make space and making the enemy run towards them, towards the fight, rather than towards this Alchemist.
Disruption to avoid the snowball. And look at that, Crit was hit with the Vessel, and they purge it off right away. A catch onto Moon, and R2 actually gets the last hit. Alchemist in the neighborhood manages to swing around and get a good punch in.
I love the tips, man. I wish I see more tips. Crit just tipped Moon Meander there. Or Crit tipped Bryle, actually.
What do you think the message is he's trying to say with that tip?
They spellcasting, bro.
But Crazy not letting up on this bottom lane. Still hanging around. Bryle. Back on
Fly
the
solo scoping to secure this bounty rune.
Oh yeah, way up. I see top there. I don't want to divert my attention to the bottom while they're fighting over the bounty rune. Moon rolls up to the high ground, uppercuts Crit. If you want to tip me, I'll give you something to tip. Brings him down. Can he make it out with his life, though? He's been X. They pull him back into the boat and finish him off with the duel on top. Bulba takes the extra damage, and Arteezy gets that kill as well. Couldn't ask for anything better if you're an Alchemist, and then he just takes his business up top and will farm there. But they still own that. They still have that damn outpost.
And I like what Crazy's doing though. You know, like he saw that the Alchemist TP top, and the moment that Alchemist revealed himself, this Bryle, he immediately TP'd. Nice.
How does Arteezy know that they're like potentially there? Like he doesn't commit hard enough to the lane to push out past the tower. It's like casually.
It's too far. It doesn't feel good to like rush out like that, even though you're just getting one creep.
Yeah.
A couple creeps up there. It's like that's the greedy play, right? And he's like a smart. He's like a smart veteran play, I would say. A lot of people would have like, hey, I TP'd up here. I'm not just gonna get 3 creeps here. I'm going for the next wave, no matter what. And that's just like a rookie move right there. A lot of veteran experience.
Good game sense for him. Reads the situation right. CR4ZY fights his way all the way through that tower and will score the last hit, while the rest of his team have moved into the pit to battle it out with the Rogue. They'll keep you inside to join them with this troll and tag team. Should be able to make quick work of it. Doesn't seem like EG are going to bother.
Look at that tag team damage on Roche.
It's something special there. An alacrity troll. Like it definitely, they can't dump in too much to defensively bail out Skeeter on his troll, but they can definitely ramp him up.
As much as he will be amped up here, EG's Kunkka's building a halberd. Tour's actually going for a halberd as well to amplify the heals that his team enables him, and on top of that, another defensive item. It's offense and defense together.
And I don't see a BKB coming up for Troll. He's got other plans.
He needs the MKB because of the
be able to do damage, but can't do damage if you are disarmed. Here they roll in. Looking to go for the jump on Alchemist. It's a cross-country track to get this one. CR4ZY shoots it from behind. Bulba waits. Hits him with the purge. He runs forward with the stun. Hits him with the tornado. Can't find the target. Will he stun himself? No. Managed to get it off onto the troll. They sprint onto it, but a nice duel. Bulba pulls him right through the sight. And they will finish off that ace. Alk, though, also going to go down. They managed to muscle it forward. CR4ZY fighting with his last breath here. Also, Bryle very low. Nearly goes down to the cleave, and eventually they both will fall. Ilya picking up the reins and fighting forward with his damage, but now has to face the second round of control. And to God, not nearly going to be enough. It's Skeeter here who's cleaning house. It's a 1v3, and he's still doing work here. Nature's Prophet buys back. Oh, he slams down the ult and helps get the secondary kill onto Bulba there.
Oh, Bulba kind of jumped the gun there in terms of trying to save Artur. Like Shadow Demon already kind of saved him, and he instantly just pressed to attack them immediately after he popped out a disruption. And because of that, Bryle was a little patient with how he used his vessel. And the moment he kind of saw that, he threw the vessel on top of him. But you know, you kind of saw like EG barely won the fight after until Troll kind of revived and killed them all. If, you know, we're just a little bit more patient with our spells there, he would have got his press attack just a little bit later. I think EG would have been able to team wipe that really easy.
Yeah, because my follow-up would be, you know, was that satisfying enough for CR4ZY using their Aegis? They got the jump on the Alch and took him out, but when the dust settles, they pretty much break even in terms of gold and XP exchange, and they're not really following it up with objectives in the game to advance it further.
Yeah, on top of that, they had to expend the buyback, and that whole time, you know, Alchemist now, he's like, he thought that part was hard to kill because, you know, EG kind of messed up a little bit there, but like, they know, like, hey, you know, Bulba probably understands now, like, I messed up a little there, I'm going to be a little bit more patient with my press the attack to debuff you and, you know, let crit kind of save you, and now finishing a halberd as well. I don't see how they're going to be able to push out the damage to kill the Alchemist again.
Round 2 certainly going to feel a lot tougher with these new items. And look at Arteezy confidently strutting up to the high ground. Does get isolated from his team a bit with the charge, but plenty of cast range to get the disruption off. Nature's ult. Snowball's in. They let the target fly, but pops the mech. Arteezy looks to take it to Moon. They're trying to run around here a bit. Now finds sight on the troll, and with win the duel. They lock him in his spot. Arturo can't get off the right click. He's stuck in his spot. The Disarm, though, also going to be committed onto the Troll and the Disruption. He still continues to fight forward with that ulti. Turns back onto Arturo, but eventually will fall down. Decides to buy back. Wants the TV back under the outpost to go in again. Kezu and Aoi, they run out the other side, and look who's coming in from behind. It's Peter once again. Hit him with the Disruption. Sure he gets hit with the Sprout. EG decide to turn and run where possible. Obviously, Crazy want to make the most out of this buyback Troll. But is that enough?
They're all gonna immediately run towards top, secure these downer rooms. I was trying to go for it.
Gonna get it. Ryle's there. And look at this Kezu coming in. Nice block. They'll run him down. Tries to go for the TP, but they got firepower to finish him off.
I mean, it's like, do you really feel good about that, spending 2 buybacks, especially from your carry there? Like, they did end up winning the team fight, but the key hero did not die.
Yeah.
The Alchemist.
Second fight where they're spending a lot.
This draft is entirely built up with one hero, right? And it's all about this Alchemist. If you're unable to kill him, which, if you saw him, he ran into a high ground completely blind, knowing how strong he is because of his team.
He wasn't even able to really get out any optimal damage until the later half of the fight, it seemed. At first, he was kind of stuck running around trying to find a target. And ultimately, when he got his hands on the Troll, it definitely hurt.
He was being kited quite a bit there in the fights, but at the same time, Troll was too, through Halberd. And after the Halberd kind of wore off, Crit being clutch with his Disruption, so Troll wasn't able to lifesteal anything at all. He pretty much wasted his ult through the Halberd and the Disruption.
We'll have to see what Crazy want to do to try to hold on to power in this game if possible. I mean, Alchemist Overlord is just going to continue to reign king.
Kezu might be the hidden core that Crazy really needs to pull this win off as well. You know, finishing off his Orchid now.
He's got really a lot of net worth. Oh my god, yeah, you're right. He's got top net worth for the team. He's going to set up the AC here.
Ryo's struggling a bit. He's not really having a super great game moment. The same with Bryle. Actually, both mid players are struggling a bit despite like Volker having a pretty nice start.
Ryo's going to show himself mid. Could possibly be a little bit of a bait here as EG smoke to the other side. Crazy were just around the corner, but did not pounce. Looks like they'll just rendezvous over with Arteezy. Actually, they just bring him in.
They know where they're at. As you can see, both lanes are pushed into tier 1. Like, it's kind of obvious where Crazy's kind of standing right now. Because no one's defending, no one's showing on the map aside from this Furion. Be able to get 2 tier 1s though from EG in exchange. Glyph again? They didn't abuse the double glyph there because their tier 1 died. But Crazy is going to look into going high ground, at least forcing EG back to base. And they're not going to force it too much. This Furion is, and maybe they're just anticipating play. Here, they get, he X'd himself.
There's a nice benefit of having the Kunkka. But look at Crazy's approach. They scouted out Arturo in the mid lane. He's got help around the corner. They hit him with the Spear Vessel. Gets turned off. Now the Grim's there. Disruption to bail him out. Peter caught with the duel and then finished off. And he has no buyback. Certainly do not have enough to deal with the Alchemist, especially when he's got friends around.
And he just can't touch him.
Not at all. They're trying to cut wave with the Beyonds.
I like that play from Crazy though, the anticipation of what they really wanted to do. Before people smoked back, Furion was still pushing this bottom into the tier 3. But you know, fortunate enough, they have a Chen and they have a Kunkka with X to bring people back after defending. But they wanted one person to react, and the moment that one person reacts, Furion will TP into the fight, and Crazy already smoked into their faces. I think EG read the map pretty well. Yeah, they were able to like outnumber them and bait the Alchemist with the 2 saves they have.
Crit pinging out that vision.
Come on.
And they just committed lots of things happening. Bounties coming out. Was a Wrath of Nature, which may have revealed a couple of wards. Pinging all over the place here. Looks like Fly. Yeah, they knew there was a ward up there. How could
almost
he hit
have
that
a heart is less than 1,000 off.
Not hard, huh? No charges left on that Spear Vessel for Bryle. A bit unfortunate. It's a very, very critical tool for them in these fights.
Still has the aura behind it though. So
Yeah, it's something.
nice,
Definitely the buff on that Spear Vessel certainly helps. So you don't feel like it's a totally worthless item when it has no charges. Uh-oh. Disruption on the moon. We'll force out the rollaway. Comes EG, feeling confident. Feeling strong with that Alchemist.
This is the high ground, kind of end the game here by EG. What they're thinking about the
Crazy holding their little high ground side position, not looking at high ground inside their own base. Early, pops the heal. Heavy shot from Yo-Yo onto the two of them. Skeeter's going to be able to get off the ultimate. Tries to bring to the output. There he is, disrupted. They wait for him to come back, and he just turned and slaps him down. Ooh. Again, Troll is going to get put 6 feet under for 40 seconds without a buyback.
Yeah, they finished all the key items on Alchemist right now. He's actually unkillable as long as Shadow Demon and Legion is around. Even with just Shadow, I mean, with just like gun.
See what their high ground siege looks like. Still 20 seconds for the Troll.
Gun's gonna recall the Legion now. 5 seconds.
Tier 3's done. Rax is next. Crazy in a 410 spot where they have to watch it unfold here. Skeeter's back now. Doing this without an Alka Aegis, but he's just so beastly. Shards, but everybody's just waiting behind the mighty Elk. Hey, God, don't worry, we got your back. Something were to go wrong, we'll have you. You know, the Hezu bottom lane push is still happening here, so somebody's got to go back and deal with it. It's gonna be your Yo-Yo. He's got the X and the cleave.
Hezu should still kind of stick around. Shouldn't TP back yet because he saw the X, so he knows that Kunku can't TP back now.
They're also pressuring it some crazy now. Look at this. We're running out the front door. Now we just get blasted there. From Arteezy still trying to find backliners here. Trying to take it to Fly. Fly gets that destruction help, and he goes down. Rioya able to get the finish onto Bryle with that duel setup from Bulba. And Crazy are just running out far from home in a way, looking for a safe place to either cut the wave real fast and then TP back for their defense. But I think we know what's coming. 10k network advantage. The battering arm of EG back in the mid lane again.
I know they're gonna look into just thinking of hitting tier 4s as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, nice, safe, methodical game to Roshan. You're on like pressuring bottom, that's why.
Very annoying. Push this lane back out. Go for Roche. Oh, Crazy. Can they go for the behind the back play, Roche? They ping it out.
It's gonna split right now. They know Chen can recall. EG read the map really well though. You saw like Crazy actually brought their whole team behind the Furen, acting like the Furen's been split pushing by himself all game, but they actually smoked behind him. And EG kind of like read that because they have a ward in their base and they said like, hey, no one's defending their racks, maybe they're sitting behind. So everyone TP'd on bottom lane to protect the Alchemist in case of any sort of crazy engagement just happened. Both of them are just like, you know, reading the map and reading the Roshan's just gonna melt here, right?
Yeah, they can do it super fast. And can't even get close enough to dump anything in. X is going to be onto Owie. He's like, look at me. Don't look at the pit. Look at me. They get free dual damage, but they still manage to make it inside the pit. They're trying to block him out with their shards. Please don't come inside, but they throw their shards inside. They throw them up. And Owie's like, I don't even want to see what happens with the Roach. The game's over. And it wouldn't have been any better. The Roach goes down. Anyone grab the Aegis yet? No. Ah, kills it. That's what we like to see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, game 3. Probably our more one-sided game of the day. I mean, it was an Alchemist game plan that seemed to work through and through. Strong draft when you have so much defensive capability to pull. But look at Crazy's approach. They scouted out Artur in the mid lane. He's got help around the corner. They hit him with a Spear Vessel. Gets first off. Now the Brim's there. Destruction to bail him out. Peter caught with the duel and then finished off. And he has no buyback. Certainly do not have enough to deal with the Alchemist.